Welcome back to our coverage of this PGA Tour event, already in progress. Time to head out to the 9th. Let's see if we can make a birdie as we make the turn. A little off the mark on that approach shot.
Not easy to find the green coming out of the rough.
Straight out of the top drawer.
Gotta say, his short game is phenomenal.
Let's see if he can make this and keep the par on the card.
On a nice line.
Trailing by 4 strokes. Here we have a par 5. Well struck. Second shot here at the 10th. Attaboy, good shot. Getting ready to play their third. 4 shots behind our leader.
This would be a momentum saver here, getting this up and down.
Ooh, that almost went down. Opportunity to make their par. Job done. Let's head to the next. Now let's change gears and head over to Bubba Watson.
He's currently trailing his rival. Let's see what happens here.
So after that effort, this is what the leaderboard looks like. Our current leader is enjoying a 2-stroke lead. Let's see what happens here at the 11th hole. Well played, mate. Most golfers these days, Rich, are quite generic style players. It's that hit it as far as you can, knock it on the green, try and hold some putts. But with Bubba Watson, we just got the artist back in the game, didn't we? We had someone who was prepared to do whatever it needed to be to get that ball in the hole. He's just astonishing to watch.
You know, to me, Luke, I think Bubba was born in the wrong era. I think he would have been better served with persimmon woods, Balata golf balls, and blades, and I think that he would be an even bigger impact on the game than he currently is, if that's even possible. I watch what he does with the modern equipment, and it's mind-blowing. He's one of the few players, Luke, that I will actually go in the driving range and watch hit golf shots because it is so fun to watch him aim 30 yards left and just try and hit these big sweeping hooks and fades and everything. I mean, it's just unbelievable what he can do with the golf ball. His eye-hand coordination is simply the best in the game.
Keep your fingers crossed for a bounce to the right. That's a terrific shot and sets up a birdie opportunity here at the 12th.
And a fantastic look upcoming.
And this putt to move into a tie for third.
This is looking solid, what they wanted.
And that's their fourth birdie of the day. And that will take him to 3 under.
And the entire field looks up at that familiar sight and sees the name of Tiger Woods on top.
Teeing off here on the 13th hole. Not quite the shot he was wanting. And Henny, what are you seeing down there?
Setting up here from about 140 yards.
Going with the hybrid. Not sure if this one will stay on the short grass. And he's not hit the mark on that approach.
Yeah, it took a bit too much club on that one.
Didn't that look good for a long time?
Just a short putt remaining here.
Currently at 3 under for the day. We find ourselves on the tee, one of the stronger par 4s on the back 9 here at Jacobson Homestead. The 14th playing 483, Rich, from the tips.
Yeah, generous landing area, thankfully out to the right-hand side. Obviously a bunker down the left, and if you miss it even further left, there's water lurking. But the second shot, this is where it gets slippery. This is where it gets dangerous, especially to a back right hole location. All of a sudden, the water down the right-hand side comes into full view, bailing out to the left in the bunker. Not so hot either. Tell you what, it takes a brave player to fire at this flagstick.
Look out world was his statement when he came out onto the Pro Tour, and we look back in the greatness in sports, right across all sport in the world. Has one player or one athlete had a greater impact on their sport more than Tiger Woods did for golf?
I hate to say no, because I also look back at the sport, Luke, when Arnold Palmer came through. Good-looking fella and just kind of came from a blue-collar background. And I kind of think that Arnold Palmer paved the way for a Tiger Woods then go out and dominate, because golf was already on the radar. It just wasn't nearly as much on the radar as it is now because of Tiger. But I think because of what Arnold Palmer did, he set the groundwork for all of this. But in saying that, in the modern era, in the modern game, to be fair, and you look at every sport across the books, and I don't care whether you're talking about, you know, Tom Brady, LeBron James right now, I don't think you have a bigger player globally, with the exception of maybe Messi or Ronaldo, than Tiger Woods. I just think that from a global standpoint, Tiger Woods, whenever he shows his face anywhere, people lose their minds. Like, grown men lose their minds if they get a glimpse of Tiger Woods from 50 yards away. I've seen it before, Luke, and I'll see it again, but it never seems to amaze me, baffle me, make me giggle a little bit. Like, holy cow, this guy's Elvis. He's Elvis Presley. I mean, because Elvis was the biggest guy in the world as far as I could tell. It's mind-boggling how big Tiger Woods is in this game and continues to be and will forever be.
Sitting at -3, currently tied for third position. Yeah, this is the stuff we love, getting after this par 5 in 2.
Absolutely. Love watching a player be bold and be rewarded for it.
Well, this would be a bonus. This is a very long putt. Just didn't drop.
Well, it's a bit disappointing.
This putt's about 4 feet from the hole. And the putt drops, now at 4 under, heading down the stretch.
And just a few holes remaining. Let's see what they can produce.
The leaderboard has them sitting in second place behind Tiger Woods.
Managing to chase down the leaders, closing that gap. Gotta like it.
Choosing the 9-iron here. This is a good time to get hot with the tournament on the line. Not a bad approach. Grab the putter from the caddy. You're dancing.
And this one for back-to-back birdies.
What's in front of them, Henny, with this putt?
Setting up this putt 21 feet from the cup. This for back-to-back birdies.
Oh, you know you want to.
A wonderful putt. You can claim it. Back-to-back birdies.
2 in a row there, Luke. Getting their groove on.
He's currently sitting in second.
Well, now, things have gotten interesting. Closing the gap.
2 great shots are required here because this hole is a long par 4. Yeah, that one will play. Well, Rich, this player's certainly making moves up the leaderboard, aren't they?
Absolutely nice push on this final round. Still needs to keep the foot on the gas, continue making birdies if they have any hope of winning.
Yeah, quality shot, that. And this putt is for birdie 3 on the scorecard.
Always rooting for this player, Luke. I hope this one goes.
Bit too heavy-handed there.
He can sense an opportunity here.
This is what they have left for a par.
Ooh. And this one is for bogey. Okay, let's head to the next. And now to Bubba Watson.
Now, who'd have thought we'd see this? He is behind his rival. Can he do the catching up that's necessary?
Big time play, that one, Beamer.
Yes, got to think that's a certain birdie from there.
Our leader is enjoying a 3-stroke advantage. Rich, we find ourselves at the finishing hole here at Jacobson Homestead, and it seems strange to be playing it just at 400 yards.
I tell you what, though, I like this finishing hole because it gives you options. You don't have to necessarily hit driver here. If you do, you got to take it over some pretty tall trees, and you can't miss it to the left-hand side. The safe play, lay it out to the right, but now your second shot becomes just a little bit longer, a little bit more difficult to get it that close to the hole. I love the options you have on this finishing hole. A great opportunity for one final birdie.
From around 180 yards out. 3 shots off the lead.
Fingers crossed for a good kick to the left.
He's found the surface. Good chance here.
And this putt for a final score of 67. Oh, he's up, Tiger. This putt just 5 feet away from the hole.
And that wraps up proceedings in this one.
That's a shame. They came oh so close to what would have been an incredible comeback victory.
The stories that we could have told if they completed the victory would be endless. Unfortunately, not getting it done, but still, what a performance on this final round.
Well, on behalf of myself, Rich Beem, and all the hard-working folks at HB Studios, thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you next time. 2K Sports and the PGA Tour, proud to bring you the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today's coverage of the Shriners Hospitals for Children Open is about to start. I'm Luke Elvey, alongside Rich Beam in the booth, and it's hello to Henny Koyak down on the course, following our featured group.
Hi Luke, I'm very happy to be covering this week's featured group. What a pairing. These two, they've been going back and forth at each other. There is quite the budding rivalry here.
So it appears this player's target is to beat Ricky Fowler this week. That should be an exciting showdown, Henny.
Yeah, Ricky Fowler sounds like he's up for the challenge. On social media, he's been talking about this rivalry. Is Ricky ever not up for the challenge, though? He'll smile as he's beating you, that's for sure.
Yes, likes to kill him with kindness, does our Ricky. He is a wonderful fella on and off the course. And with a renewed confidence in his game, the new father's looking to shine here. This will be a tough challenge for our rivalry.
And what are we looking at here, Henny?
And from about 105 yards... Wow, that one was a fairway splitter.
See if you can get that one to come back to the left a little. Not a bad play, that one. 16 feet to the cup.
Looking better.
Well, Rich, that's ideal. A birdie to start the day.
Can't birdie them all unless you birdie the first, Luke. Good start.
He's in a share of 5th position. The second at TPC Summerland is a par 4 measuring 469 yards from the back tee. It plays slightly downhill, so a strong drive here will set up even just a short iron approach. However, there's a huge waste area to the right, so accuracy off the tee is required. The smart option here is to lay back with a 3-metal and give yourself a full shot in, and also take one club less into this green as it will release down the slope.
Looks like they got all of that one. That's on a good line.
From about 130 yards here. Looks to have opted for the 8-iron. Needs this one to kick right. That's well played. Anything on the green from there was fine.
Now let's switch our focus to Ricky Fowler.
He's one stroke behind his rival in this event.
What are we looking at for this putt, Henny?
This one will run uphill.
If it's up, it could be in. Ooh, right by the hole. Putting for par. Currently 1 under for the event. The third hole at TPC Summerland is a very strong par 4 measuring 492 yards. There's a huge ravine that works right up through the middle of this. It requires a very strong drive up the right half to go at this green in 2. There is a big fairway to the left if you want to tuck over and get up and down for your par that way. Oh, that is bombed. The third hole at TPC Summerlin has been converted from a par 5 down to a 4, Rich, which makes his second shot much tougher.
Second shot across the ravine to a green that's surrounded by bunkers. Should you find the green in two putts from there will be just fine, but watch out. Big numbers abound should you start missing this green out to the right.
That's a good-looking shot there. 18 feet to the cup. Looking really good, this one.
That's a lovely effort, that one. That's a handy putt to make.
Well, good move there. Anything north on the leaderboard's always pleasant. The fourth at TPC Summerlin is a pretty straightaway par 4, measuring 450 yards from the back tees. The fairway bunkers down the left and right are to be avoided. Really, not much to this hole. Just be accurate on approach. Playing this one about 130 yards out.
Currently a shot off the lead.
And choosing the 8-iron here. Sitting at 2 under. Currently tied for second. Oh, I thought that one was going in.
Putting for a par here. That will work.
This player is putting for fun.
Now over to Ricky Fowler.
He's currently trailing his rival. Let's see what happens here.
Why don't we catch up with Ricky Fowler?
Wow, what a save.
And this is why you got to keep your foot on the gas at all times. These guys and girls are good.
The fifth at TPC Summerlin is a par 3 measuring 197 yards. Depending on where they put the tees on this hole ensures the type of club you need to get at it. If you're going at it, make sure you avoid that bunker that's short and right. Going with the 6-iron here. Needs this to kick a bit left. A nice approach shot there. Pin high inside the range.
Already had a few birdies today. Another opportunity for another one. Let's take a look.
Okay, time to return to the action. This putt will move them to 3 under par. Looking really good, this one. Always nice to hold those for a birdie. And with that, he'll move to 3 under par.
And after that hole, they're currently in a tie for the lead with Bubba Watson.
The 6th at TPC Summerlin is a snaking par 4, playing 430 yards. There's a big waste area up to the left-hand side that needs to be avoided. If you can position your drive on the right half of this fairway, it gives you the best shot up the hill to a green that is not protected by any bunkers. Not bad. Henny, what's the player facing here?
I can see the 125-yard marker just nearby.
Going with the pitching wedge here.
Needs a little ground help to the left.
Well, they've got their eye locked in. Look at that approach shot against Rickie Fowler as well.
Lining up the birdie putt here.
This is on a great line.
Well, that'll play.
Gotta like it. 2 in a row.
Managing to maintain their position on the leaderboard. The 7th at TPC Summerlin is a short par 4 measuring just 382 yards off the tips. Really, you just want to avoid the trees on the left-hand side because that will prevent you getting at the green, which is well guarded by bunkers and trees. Lay up, short right, a nice little wedge in here and try and make a birdie.
That dog will hunt.
Sitting at -4 in a share of the lead. This one needs to kick left. Outstanding approach shot.
Now let's switch our focus to Rickie Fowler.
Now, who'd have thought we'd see this? He is behind his rival. Can he do the catching up that's necessary?
What have they got in front of them here, Henny?
Just got to trickle this one in the front door. It's downhill.
It was on a good line. 3 feet to go here to the hole. Well, it was a wonderful approach shot, wasn't it? But unfortunately having to settle for par. He's currently tied for first. The 8th at TPC Summerlin is a big par 3 playing 239 from the tips. A well-struck shot will avoid the gully here, but anything to the left half can roll off the green. The bunker short rider also to be avoided, so you don't make a sloppy bogey. Going with the 5-wood. That's a little wayward.
Missing it short there. They will definitely be upset.
Here's a chance to get up and down from the greenside bunker. Now 4 under par.
Currently tied for first place. This putt for par here.
Oh, gee, that line was looking good, wasn't it? Bogey putt coming up here.
The putt drops, and we're moving on.
Our leader is a couple of shots up at this stage. The 9th at TPC Summerlin is a par 5 measuring over 563 yards. Really, the main aim here is to just avoid that bunker off the left of the tee. Then, if safely in the fairway, you can get after this green. A strong shot will play to the left half of this green and feed down to any hole location. A birdie chance, no doubt. Rich, I know you love being here in Vegas, perhaps for different reasons than watching the golf tournament, but while we're here at the tournament, tell me a bit more about Shriners' impact on the game and this entire region.
Luke, I fail to see what you mean by that. I think Vegas is a very nice, wholesome city that I do enjoy coming to visit. But the golf course is fantastic. It's held at TPC Summerlin every single year, and it used to be the venue where they had the last round, but now every round is here, and I think the players enjoy that. I think they like being at the same golf course each and every day. They get a feel for it, and I think that's why the scores historically year in and year out are so much lower than they were in the past. I think it's a really good opportunity to go out there and make a ton of birdies, but that's not the easiest thing to do, is it? Getting comfortable making 7, 8, 9 birdies around. Some players don't have that comfort zone, and so I'm always interested to see the players that get into that zone each and every day and are making that many birdies to see if they can sustain it for 4 straight days.
That was a gallant attempt. Big putt for par coming up. This is the transition point of the round, making the turn, heading for home. How do you rate this player's performance so far?
2 strokes off the lead with 9 to go, Luke. They're going to need to put something special together.
The 10th at TPC Summerlin is the beginning hole of a back 9 that has many challenges and also a lot of fun holes. Not overly long at 420 yards. You're just trying to avoid any trouble off the tee so you can get a clear shot at this green. A chance to begin the back 9 with a birdie.
Pretty good shot there.
From about 100 yards. 2 strokes off the lead. Looks like they're going with the pitching wedge. A wonderful shot and a chance for birdie here on the 10th. It's just about 3 feet away.
Right over the spot they were looking at.
Now over to Rickie Fowler.
He's currently trailing his rival. Let's see what happens here.
And after that effort, that's how it looks. Trailing by a stroke after that hole.
I tell you what, inching closer to that top spot on the leaderboard, things are definitely heating up. Nicely done.
As we test ourselves here in the closing 9 at TPC Summerlin, what's the second shot into 11 like?
It's a very unfriendly second shot. This green sits above the fairway a good 4 to 5 feet. If you hit it long, you've got no hope of getting it up and down. A very scary shot, to say the least. If you walk away from a par here, happy days.
This looks to be hit pretty well from where I'm standing.
That's an absolute ripper. What a shot.
Birdie at the last. This for another.
Here's a putt to move into a share of top spot on the leaderboard.
And that putt will give them birdie number 6 on the day. And with that, he'll move to 5 under par.
Now let's switch our focus to Rickie Fowler.
He's just coming off a drop shot on that last hole.
This is on a stupendous line.
And now we can take a look at how that play affects the leaderboard. The 12th here at Summerlin is another short par 4, 442 yards off the tips, but plays slightly downhill and leaves just a short iron approach. The only real danger here is the big body of water that starts around 150 yards short and goes right up past the green. Ooh, sometimes you need a hacksaw to get out of this rough. Looks to be going with the 5-iron.
Yeah, this is lovely.
Good shot there.
There's a long way, but I tell you what, I've seen it happen before, so there's a chance.
Looking really good. Yeah, that looked to be a bit of a misread. Just 3 feet to the cup. Well, that's a momentum maintainer. Well done. And after that performance, they'll stay right where they are in the standings. The 13th at TPC Summerlin is a monster par 5 measuring over 600 yards from the back tees. The big hitters with a tail breeze can cover that bunker on the left-hand side. But if you want to lay up, make sure you've given yourself the right number, because there's a lot to this green and plenty of ways to 3-putt it. Be careful on approach. Good shot there, Beamer. Sitting at 5 under for the day. Currently tied for top spot. And here we are with the 3rd shot. He shares the lead. That's some good golf right there. Not afraid to go deep. This putt's for 6 under par.
Good stuff today, especially the short game has been really sharp today. Looking really good.
Oh, just missed.
Just a tiny putt is all that remains.
Currently at -5 now for the day. The 14th at TPC Summerlin is a straightaway par 3 playing 168 yards. The green slopes right to left, so make sure you've got the right length of club so you're not left with a long putt. That's inside the house of opportunity.
Now over to Ricky Fowler.
Now, who'd have thought we'd see this? He is behind his rival. Can he do the catching up that's necessary?
Well, this will be a big putt to make. The birdie always nice, but particularly when it's a 2.
Come on, ball. Don't deny him.
Wonderful putt. And that puts some real pressure on their rival now.
He's currently in a share of top spot. The 15th at TPC Sutherland is a great short par 4. In fact, a lot will try and drive it in the tournament. If you want to lay it back, you've got around about 115 yards uphill to a green where you can't see those back hole locations. However, a good aggressive play here must avoid the pot bunkers around the greens or the big waste area to the left. A chance to make a birdie here or even an eagle. Oh, absolutely flushed. Sitting at 6 under.
Currently tied atop the leaderboard.
Oh, that was tidy. That should ensure the up and down.
Oh, Dr. Chapinski strikes again.
This putt coming up is for birdie. A couple of birdies on the bounce as they make a move with just a few holes to play.
Hang on to your hat, folks. We're on for a wild ride.
It's time to check on the leaderboard.
Currently at 7 under for the day. The 16th at TPC Sutherland is another one of those great scoring holes en route to the finish. A par 5 playing 560 yards. A well-struck drive up the right half here gives you a chance to get at this green in 2. If you are going for the green, make sure you got enough club because that huge penalty area in front of it will ruin any score. Be careful going through the green here as well because getting down from over the back is not that easy. The 16th hole at TPC Sutherland is the final par 5 on the course, Rich, and one the players can reach in 2.
Obviously, no hope leaving it short with your second shot in the water at 16. So most players bailing out, hitting it just over this green. If they draw a decent lie, they can chip it close, make birdie. However, not so easy. And there's a couple of low areas and greenside bunkers to deal with along of this green.
Getting ready to play their third.
He's currently tied for the lead.
And down she goes, the long-range bomb. Well, that's worth reviewing. Let's roll the videotape.
What an amazing putt from way out.
And maintaining top spot on the leaderboard after that.
2 holes to go, Luke. Can they hang on?
The 17th at TPC Sutherland is a downhill par 3 playing 196 yards. Jonathan Bird once famously holed out in the playoff here to snatch the title. The green shapes right to left towards the hazard, so make sure if you're going to go for it, be very accurate.
That's a super shot. That's another green in regulation.
I tell you, you just dream about days like today. Greens in regulation, spot on all day. Awesome.
And he just keeps putting a gap on the rest of the field. What a putt to hole.
Now let's switch our focus to Rickie Fowler.
He's currently trailing his rival. Let's see what happens here.
So after that effort, let's take a look at the leaderboard. Leading by 3 strokes now. The 18th at TPC Sutherland is a 444-yard par 4 with a big body of water just beyond the gully, which you've got to drive. Make sure you avoid those bunkers on the right side to give you a good iron into this green. That was wonderfully done. Playing from around 160 yards. Currently leading by 3. This one heading towards the green. Oh, what a shot by our leader.
Dare I say, Luke, this player has been in fuego with his approach shots. Another green in regulation.
And this putt for the tournament. Okay, steady now. Not the end of the world. There's another chance here to close out the victory. This looks good. Well, it's fair to say that this player ran the tables this week, Rich, and came up trumps in Las Vegas. Look at your Shriners Children's Open winner.
And nobody on the PGA Tour will be shining quite as brightly as this player the rest of the evening here in Las Vegas.
And Henny, it goes without saying that this player dominated their rival today.
Yes, Luke, no one could catch this player, let alone their rival.
Well, that just about concludes our coverage. On behalf of Rich Beem, I'm Luke Helvey. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you tomorrow.